What's up, everybody? So in this video I wanted to kind of do a little add-on to the other video I just made about how cops and military are doing the wrong thing ultimately, and how they're actually immoral. So I wanted to add on to it by saying, if we have a criminal justice system, right, that is supposedly all about, stopping criminals and stuff like that. Okay, well, really, the truth about that then is that if you want to stop criminals, the best way to stop criminals is to look at the root cause and look at the reason why criminals are being created in the first place. All right, and when you understand the truth about that, when you understand that, it all comes from health, lack of health, and it all comes from the way we live, the way we eat, all the stuff that we're exposed to in society, the money system, having to survive by the dollar, all these different things put together. When you understand that these are actually the root causes of criminals, and it's actually our society that's the root cause of criminals, when you understand this, then, you shouldn't want to be a cop whatsoever. you know, you shouldn't want to be somebody who's supporting the very thing that's creating criminals. You're supporting government and this society with the way it runs, and you want it to keep running the way that it does. Okay, and yet it's the very thing that's creating the criminals that you're chasing in the street. All right? So, yeah, I mean, ultimately, getting rid of evil means that you got to get rid of the root cause. Okay, if we have a society that breeds out evil people, okay, then no matter how many people you chase down the street, no matter how many people you put behind bars, okay, it's gonna always be an ongoing problem. Okay, and it's always, nothing you do, even if you do 20 or 30 years of it, nothing you do is going to change, a society that's just, that's messed up in the first place. Okay, that's why you got to change the root cause and how we live. And it's all about health. It's all about being in nature more, not in the city, and stuff like that. Okay, so these are just some more things for cops to think about. And like I said, what it ultimately comes down to is self-defense. You have the right to learn self-defense, learn martial arts, learn how to use a gun, okay? And that way you're ready if the time comes, if there's a criminal who tries to attack you, you're ready for it, okay? Instead of having the cops, you can actually take matters in your own hands and, use self-defense. Of course, society tries to make it sound like self-defense isn't a good thing, or you should never fight. You should never fight back. Certain teachers will even say that in school, and that's just completely wrong. You have the right to self-defense, and if you don't learn it, and if you're not ready, it's on you. It's your responsibility. All right? It's your responsibility to protect your child from harm. Teach them martial arts. And see, this is the thing that they should have taught everybody in school. You could say, instead of all the other useless crap that we learned, they should have taught us martial arts and how to fight, self-discipline, self-mastery, the art of discipline, probably meditation as well, which goes along with martial arts. We should have been taught stuff like this. Okay? But instead, you're taught to be scared of your own shadow and call the cops. Even though it'll take them 30 minutes to get to your home, like I said, and you could be dead already. All right, so it's just, another. I just wanted to re-emphasize what I was already saying, and I just wanted to re-emphasize that, yeah, there is absolutely no reason why you should be a cop. And if you are a cop, you need to quit your job. You need to man up and quit your job and realize that you're doing the morally wrong thing. Okay? if you temporarily will have, a lack of money, or you might have to go through a little bit of harsh times temporarily until you find another job or something like that, or, some other way of making money, then so be it. Okay, if those are the sacrifices that you need to make, okay, so be it. It's better than continuing your job and therefore continuing slavery upon the population. So you need to man up, you need to do the right thing, you need to admit that you were wrong, admit that you were tricked about what morals are, you need to own up to it, you need to talk to your family about it, and you need to do the right thing, okay, for the sake of people and for the sake of the people that you're currently enslaving by keeping your job, okay? So that's pretty much what I wanted to say about, the so-called criminal justice system, which is all about, doing the right thing, right, supposedly, and ending, the criminals out there and getting rid of them. Well, you're not going to get rid of them by locking them behind bars, by pushing laws on them. You're not going to get rid of criminals by doing that. All right? You're never going to get rid of criminals. That's why criminals have, increased. Okay, even though cops have been there. It's like cops have made the situation really worse. And a lot of cops are criminals themselves. That's the real truth. That's why there's so much police brutality. And that's why there's really more deaths from cops than really anything else. All right, so, just understand that the rulers of our world want you to believe cops and military are the good guys and the heroes because they've twisted and inverted that. Okay? They've twisted that and inverted it. They're actually the anti-heroes. Okay, if you want to be part of some group, some force, some fighting force that's fighting for a good cause, fighting for freedom, be part of a militia. All right, like what we had during the Revolutionary War. That wasn't the military, okay? Those weren't cops. That was a militia who actually fought for real freedom, okay? And they actually, they fought against the British military, the bad guys. All right, so if you want to be part of something, be part of a militia that has a good cause. Don't be a cop. Don't join the military, okay? Especially don't be a cop. I think cops are worse than the military, okay? But the military is still, held accountable. But yeah, really think about what you're doing if you're a cop. Really think about the job that you are actually doing, okay? And how it's actually making this world a living hell. Realize that your masters are bad guys that you're taking orders from, and really try to do the right thing, okay? And please quit your job. All right, so that's about all I wanted to say for this video. Take it easy.